Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Shocking twist: Bill's plan to end Sheila unveiled. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates tease Bill Spencer might do commodity that he should have done long ago. No bone. Would be surprised once Sheila Carter turns up alive, he'll take way to make sure she isn't. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, taking matters into his own hands. Bill Spencer may have eventually realized that he needs to take matters into his own hands when it comes to dealing with Sheila Carter. Rather of counting on failed attempts like involving the FBI, Bill should have considered more drastic measures a long time ago. Like hiring a hitman to apportion with her. With Sheila out of the picture now, temporary peace has eventually been restored, but little does he know that there may be further to the story than meets the eye. Bill could fluently reach a point where he decides that he has had enough and takes the drastic step of permanently removing Sheila from his life. All it would take is a simple phone call and a generous sum of plutocrat to make his Sheila problem vanish formally and for all. Deacon Sharp on the hunt for the real thing. Deacon Sharp is on a charge to unravel the riddle girding Sheila, determined to prove that sugar was the bone who met a woeful end. With Sheila's son John Finn Finnegan's help, Cleric will inch near to bringing Sheila back home. Formerly Finn's induced that she's alive and 10 toes is not. Still, their common sweats might just lead to Sheila's deliverance from whoever is supposedly holding her interned, if all goes well. But once Bill learns that Sheila is alive and well, he's bound to be furious and out to relieve the world of Sheila for good. He wouldn't want Steffi Forrester to endure any further pain, and clearly wouldn't want his granddaughter Kelly Spencer to be in peril. Bill Spencer discovers that Sheila is alive naturally. Bill runs the threat of being caught before his implicit hitman indeed has a chance to carry out the dark deed, or someone differently could unintentionally come a victim. In the midst of all this chaos, there's no way this plan could go easily without any complications. Still, formerly Bill discovers that Sheila is still alive. He should at least essay to permanently remove her from their lives. Still, his fiscal coffers are further than sufficient for paying a hitman. If Bill can buy off judges to drop her charges in the midst of the FBI sting. Not to mention his amenability to be ruthless when dealing with adversaries like Sheila, her return could potentially lead to indeed further peril if Bill takes matters into his own hands. Sheila lookalike shocks Cleric, Hope and Liam's alarming news. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Friday, April 19th, reveal that Deacon Sharp will await answers now that he's brought up the name Sugar to Lauren Fenmore Baldwin. Lauren looked like she'd seen a ghost, and there's a good reason for that, since Sugar is part of her once torment like Sheila Carter. Cleric is in for a shock when Lauren reveals that Sugar was tricked into having plastic surgery to become an exact Sheila dupe. Sugar looked identical to Sheila and preliminarily went after vengeance on her over the binary setup. Lauren will clearly click some major mystification pieces into place for Deacon, since he'll suddenly realize Sugar must have been the woman under that distance. That explains the 10 toes that Deacon no way anticipated to see. Cleric will keep putting it all together and determine that Sugar must have been posing as Sheila at night at the Precipice House, too. All of this will bolster Deacon's proposition that Sheila is still alive, and indeed Lauren may have to admit it's possible once she gets updates on the angry textbook exchange between Sheila and Sugar. While Cleric rolls over the Sheila lookalike evidence, Hope Logan and Liam Spencer feel poised to get some intimidating news. B&B spoilers say Liam, Hope, John Finn Finnegan and Steffi Forrester will all fret over Deacon's internal state, so it sounds like Finn may partake his enterprises with Hope and Liam next. Finn might confess that Cleric still isn't letting Sheila go and mention that he's playing private investigator now. Maybe Finn will add that Cleric was prattling about someone named Sugar and latching onto anything to avoid facing the data. Hope loves her pater. And wouldn't want to see Deacon spin out over wishful thinking. This could lead to Hope carrying an internal health intervention for Deacon, since she doesn't know about Lauren's lookalike word just yet. Liam and Hope may reevaluate their decision to let Deacon spend further time with Beth Spencer, since they wouldn't suppose he's doing well at all. Our prognostications point to Deacon getting through to Finn soon and persuading him there's a chance Sheila may still be out there nearly. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Deacon will leave no gravestone unturned when it comes to his hunt for Sheila, so stay tuned for all the twists and turns. Sean Cannon rages over online video, shares fed-up communication with suckers. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Deacon Sharp will remain frontal and center in his rearmost plot, which involves the fight to prove Sheila Carter is still alive. Still, Cannon lately chose to address some different drama on X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. In response to a videotape where a man slaps a senior woman in the face at a store, Cannon indicated that he'd had enough of incidents like this. "I don't know about the rest of the cultivated world, but I've had it. This sissy is accosting a senior woman. I detest getting involved in politics, but right is right," Cannon said in his post. The B&B actor went on to bandy how he'd address this situation if given the chance, which proved just how fed up he was. "I would simply and politely ask this gentleman 2 questions: 1, cash or charge regarding how he'll pay for his visit to the ER. 2, how does he plan on picking up his shattered teeth with broken fritters? These aren't pitfalls. I would simply interrogate out of polite curiosity," Cannon claimed. Cannon concluded his rant with a communication about what he hopes people will take a stage for, so let's look at what differently he'd to say in his post. "I'm not a tough Joe, but I am also not a sissy, and this insanity must stop. That starts with every one of us that stands for empathy, compassion, decency, and courage. Wishing you all Godspeed," Cannon said as he wrapped effects up. Cannon's post actually led to a minor online feud with Wally Kurth, but they managed to work it out with a short exchange and many interpretations. Since Cannon preliminarily worked on GHASA.J. Quartermain, he eventually participated a fond memory of Kurth taking him out to lunch when he first got the gig. Cannon assured everyone that he considered Kurth a longtime friend and praised his former co-star for having a civil discussion with him, so they left it on a positive note. As for what's next on B&B, our prognostications point to Deacon uncovering some big surprises in his hunt for Sheila answers, so stick with us for updates on all the curveballs. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Deacon will take action after chancing out some sugar marvels, so stay tuned for all the wild news ahead. Cleric gets new Sheila info. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Deacon Sharp is a man on a charge and he won't stop until he finds Sheila Carter. Deacon's convinced Sheila's death was a sham and he wants to bring his gal home. But Deacon's racing against the timepiece. Can he find solid evidence of his proposition before Dr. Finn and Hope Logan have him committed? The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Lauren Fenmore tells all according to B&B spoilers, before this week is over Cleric may stumble upon the information he's looking for. But, will it be enough to move Sheila's son and his son that she's still veritably important alive? In everyone's defense, Steffi Forrester surely killed somebody that cataclysmal night in her kitchen, and the body in the morgue was a dead ringer for Sheila Carter. So, it's accessible that Deacon's family thinks he has lost his marbles. Lauren Fenmore will appear on the CBS Cleaner again this week. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say she'll have a long converse with Cleric about his ladylove shenanigans over the times.